We need to talk. You are not a self-improvement project. You're not this broken thing that constantly needs fixing. We've been taught by society that life is one long optimization plan. Fix your body, your habits, your mindset, heal your trauma, increase your income, have a morning routine. And if something isn't working, upgrade yourself, glow up. But here's the thing that I've realized, and I realized it quite lately. But here's something that I realized lately. When you treat yourself like a project, you subconsciously decide you are a problem. And that creates a low-level anxiety that never goes away. You're feeling like you're never good enough. And I realize now that that's a big reason why I've been so into self-development. Ever since I was 18 years old, I've been reading self-improvement books. And for me, it started with The Miracle Morning. And it teaches you to wake up super early, around 5 a.m., and then do a really long morning routine, like journaling, working on your business, gratitude, visualization, before you go to work. And ever since then, I've probably read over 50 self-improvement books. And when people would ask me, what are your hobbies? I would always have problems answering that question. Because when I wasn't working, I was usually just reading self-improvement books. I've been very scared and resistant my whole adult life to do things that are not productive, that will not grow me in some way. So this year I decided I'm gonna explore hobbies and find things that I just love doing for the sake of doing. And I've had to tell myself, to my nervous system, it's okay. It's okay that this doesn't make me productive, more beautiful, more efficient, yada, yada, yada. Self-improvement says, I'll be enough when I have more money in my bank account, when I've met the love of my life, when I have my dream business, when I have lost weight. And I was so guilty of this. I kept postponing my happiness. I always felt like I was in this in-between phase, and I will finally be happy once I achieve this and this. And I realized, like, if I died now, I'd look at my life and think, gosh, I really took life so seriously. Always trying to improve, always trying to be better, never feeling enough. So rarely just enjoying myself, enjoying this crazy, delicious earth ride. So I've decided to take up a few hobbies. So one thing that I'm trying is cozy gaming. I have never really done gaming except when I was a kid. That is when I allowed myself to have fun when I was a kid, but haven't really since then. So nowadays there's so many cozy games, like where you have a farm, cozy storylines. So I've downloaded some cozy video games, and I've also bought an acrylics painting set to learn painting. I've picked up a dusty piano keyboard, and I'm gonna try piano again, which also I haven't done since I was a kid. I'm also going to try a choir because I love singing, but because it's never felt productive, I haven't really continued that interest, and I love singing. So if your life has been a self-improvement project, I urge you to find some new hobbies, explore and see what hobbies that you like, that you can develop and do every week, just because it's fun, not to achieve anything. And it's difficult because self-improvement is addictive. It gives you control, it makes you feel productive, it makes you feel like you're moving forward. But sometimes you're not growing, you're just endlessly tweaking yourself because sitting still with who you are feels unsafe. So next time you're thinking, how can I improve myself? I want you to shift it to, how can I express myself? Ask yourself, what do I actually desire? What feels good in my body? What wants to be created through me? Because when you stop trying to fix yourself, you finally free up energy to be yourself. And that's where real magnetism lives. Now I am where I am at my dream life because I have prioritized growing. And I'm not saying stop completely improving yourself, just sit on the couch all day. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is balance. Know that you're good enough, keep growing, but also spend time just doing things that you enjoy. You are allowed to be whole while you're still becoming. Because the truth is, you will never get to that end where you're like, now I'm complete. Now I'm done, so now I'm happy. That goalpost will keep on going further and further back. There's this amazing book I can recommend if this is you, and it's called The Gap and the Gain. Instead of always looking into the future and feeling this distance like you're never there, it's better to look back at what you have already accomplished. In fact, I want you to do that right now. Think about what you have accomplished in your life and see how far you've come. You have grown and overcome so much just by being human. And your biggest challenges, your deepest wounds, often lead to your greatest gifts. The very things that once broke you is often where your purpose is hidden, because they gave you empathy, wisdom, and depth. I used to feel really trapped in office jobs. I hated it. It drained me so much because I'm such an empath. And that specific pain is what made me read The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, which made me book the ticket to Southeast Asia. I never looked back. I started freelancing and then I created my own business, and I now have so much freedom because I sat in that pain. And it allowed me to help others transition into a life of alignment. And if you follow me, you know my only product that I sell is Nomad Freedom Academy, on literally how to do that process that I went through. Your challenges have shaped you into a guide for those who are currently walking the path you have already cleared. Like I said before, your authenticity and life experience is your unfair advantage. So take a moment to reflect on the challenges that you have overcome. How have you helped others through something you have already experienced? Write down the specific wisdom you gained from that struggle that you now can share with the world. Because that, my friend, could be your life purpose. And if you want to learn exactly how to find out your life purpose so you can share your gifts and make that your business, make that your income, then download my free guide, How to Find Your Purpose. Link in the description. Listen, you were not put on this earth to constantly upgrade yourself so that you can finally earn the right to live your dream life. You're already worth of building something beautiful. You don't need another certification. You don't need to be more healed. You need to stop shrinking yourself. You have so much to share with the world from the experiences you already have. And that's exactly why I made a video about best business models for spiritual people. Watch that video to learn how to turn your gifts into a beautiful soul-aligned business where you only need a few sales per month to replace your full-time income in your job. Because you don't need to improve yourself into success. You need a structure that allows you to express yourself. Let me know your biggest aha moment in this episode. Love you so much and see you in the next video.